What is up, Cobra Kai fans? Welcome back to another very interesting video regarding the all-new Karate Kid movie coming out next year. With the recent announcement that Ralph Macchio and Jackie Chan will be reprising their roles as Daniel LaRusso and Mr. Han in this brand new Karate Kid movie, it's caused quite a lot of divisiveness amongst the fandom, but I think certainly a majority like myself are just a little nervous and unsure about how good it could actually be. And some of the main reasons for this is that combining Ralph Macchio's universe and Jackie Chan's universe, putting them together completely breaks the canon that's been told to us by the writers and some of the actors and even the show itself. Another major deal breaker for a lot of fans is that the big three of creators for Cobra Kai, John, Josh, and Hayden, they're not going to have any main and direct involvements with the production of this movie, as it's been reported and confirmed that the director of this movie will be Jonathan Entwistle, the producer will be Karen Rosenfeld, and the writer will be Rob Lieber. With the massive success that the Cobra Kai series has been, it really seemed almost like a no-brainer to bring John, Josh, and Hayden aboard in some sort of major capacity and contribute, right? Well, not quite according to Sony. But I'm here to tell you that it's not all the way bad. There is some saving grace here. In an article from Gizmodo, they extensively covered the announcement that Ralph and Jackie will be heavily involved in this film. And towards the end of the whole article, they said another piece of good news here is that, as it turns out, while the team behind Cobra Kai is not directly involved in the project, they have been a part of the process. Sony Pictures Television produces Cobra Kai, and since Sony Pictures is making this movie, the Cobra Kai creators John Hurwitz, Josh Heald, and Hayden Schlossberg have known that this film is happening and have even offered assistance when asked. A close source to the project tells IO9 that the team has seen and given notes to all iterations of the scripts, and Entwistle, who is the guy that we previously mentioned is the director for this film, apparently he speaks to John, Josh, and Hayden often, which is definitely some good news, as John, Josh, and Hayden pretty much know this entire universe better than anyone. The article begins to close off by saying that they're very supportive of this film, which is really surprising because we haven't really heard anything from John, Josh, and Hayden that necessarily proves this to be a fact. We're kind of just going off of multiple different sources here. But my biggest gripe here is, why not go to John, Josh, and Hayden from the get-go? They in fact wear multiple different hats, including director, producer, and writers on Cobra Kai. So why couldn't they necessarily do all of those same thing for this new Karate Kid movie? And to even add on top of that, they've even have experience with working with Ralph Macchio. John, Josh, and Hayden have had 5+ years of experience working with the Karate Kid and have truly proven over 5 massively successful seasons of Karate Kid / Cobra Kai content that their resumes are more than worthy of having them deserve almost the right to work on this film. I don't know. I just don't know why Sony's deciding to go with 3 all-new people who have no direct ties to the Cobra Kai or even Karate Kid universe, where there's 3 perfect choices who have already proven to treat this franchise with love and respect, and they can even wear all these 3 multiple different hats of writer, producer, and director. Now for me, I'm still very 50-50 on this movie. The pluses here are, number 1, Ralph Macchio is involved with the film. Given his massive reservations and hesitations to return to the character of Daniel LaRusso because he cares about him so much and this franchise, that really leads me to believe he wouldn't sign on to another Karate Kid project unless he knew it would be something special. Seeing reports of the big 3 of John, Josh, and Hayden also approving of the whole concept and script and everything about this film is also a little bit of a plus, but the only downside to all of that is that that information has only been coming from multiple different sources. We really haven't heard it straight from the horse's mouth, only in articles, so I'm still a little bit hesitant on to believe all of that. Now the other 50%, there's a lot of them, so I'm not gonna necessarily name them all, but just the whole premise of this movie, combining the universes, worried about breaking canon, those are just a few of my numerous amount of grievances and just reservations with this film myself. Until I know what's gonna play out with all those other things, I'm still gonna remain very 50-50 on this movie, and all of you know that whenever you're 50-50 on something, there's only one way you're gonna be able to go all in.
For me to do my absolute best, which is what I want to do for you, I'm afraid I'm gonna need 50%.
But all jokes aside, I'm definitely going to need some explanations from Sony themselves, Ralph, Jackie, anyone associated with the film. But enough about me. I want to hear what you guys have to say down below in the comment section. How do you all feel about the Cobra Kai co-creators' very surprising approval and minor involvement in this upcoming Karate Kid movie? Do you believe it? Do you think it's full of crap? Or are you someone like me who's gotta see it to believe it? If this is your first time here and you enjoyed the video here today, make sure to leave a like on the video so it can get pushed out to more and more people throughout the community, and make sure to subscribe to the channel if you're a massive fan of the Karate Kid and the Cobra Kai series. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.